Greetings. It's a bit after the Oscars, and it's time to face the music. How well did I do compared to last year? It's time to find out. That roadmap. Say goodbye until much later this year. And we're to kick things off with the shorts, starting with animated shorts. And it's a good start as The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse end up prevailing, getting the Oscar. Things did not look so good in documentary short as The Elephant Whispers from India takes the Academy Award over Stranger at the Gates, which is the film I picked. And then we fall 1 for 3 as An Irish Goodbye takes the live action short Oscar. I end up going with predicting that would be Le Pupil. But let's see if the audio categories can help turn things around. And we kick off by flying straight into the danger zone as Top Gun Maverick prevails for best sound. As it turns out, yes, we did pick that category correct. Now heading towards original score, we chose All Quiet on the Western Front, and we chose well as the film takes the category for the Oscar. And next up, we Not Two won Best Original Song of the Academy Awards for Triple R, and we guessed as well as we leave the audio categories with 4 correct out of 6. Can the visuals continue our good luck and fortune, or will fate leave a different hand for us? We start off over at film editing. Our pick was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and the Oscar went that way as well. Now we're up to a total of 5 out of 7 correct. And let's go ahead and make that 6 for 8 as Avatar wins the least surprising category of visual effects. I'm sure James Cameron would have liked more wins in his return to film after over a decade. But then again, there's going to be some films that could get shut out tonight, so maybe one win for a smaller category is better than not getting anything at all. And this hot streak continues as All Quiet on the Western Front wins for Best Cinematography. We're rolling now as we're 7 for 9. But wait, did I speak too soon? Yes, I did, because All Quiet on the Western Front won production design. Of course, I went for Babylon, its depiction of 1920s Hollywood. Another swing and a miss over in costume design is Black Panther Wakanda Forever takes the Oscar for that category. I was thinking it was going to be Elvis winning for that one. And last but not least, I stumble again as Elvis does not win for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. It would for the whale, largely to make Brendan Fraser convincing as a 600-pound man. The bad news is now I am 7 for 12, but with 11 categories left, the good news is there's a chance to salvage 18, but I have to get every other category right. Let's kick things off over with screenplays. And that bad streak comes to an end as Women Talking wins adapted screenplay. I felt like it meant well, but came across as a bit heavy-handed in places. Honestly, I probably would have picked Glass Onion, but that's just me. And we take a look at original screenplay and another win for Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I predicted as well. And now we're up to 9 for 14. Here comes the other Best Pictures, although they're consolation prizes for not winning Best Picture. But these films are still worth seeing anyway. And with that, we start with animated film, where Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio wins. In my mind, it's the second best film I've seen for 2022, behind only Triple R. Although I do have a lot of these films left to get through. And also prevailing is Navalny for Best Documentary. Although there is still a little bit of controversy about it, it was making a surge weight, and it did come across as topical, which I think helped its chances to win. As for Best International Feature, no real surprise, All Quiet on the Western Front took the Oscar. The big question, of course, is which film would prevail had they both ended up on the same ballot? All Quiet or Triple R? Feel free to answer in the comments below. And with a sweep of those categories, we are now up to 12 for 17 with only the acting, directing, and Best Picture categories left. Acting is next, and I'm nervous that there are so many opportunities to go wrong. Starting with Best Supporting Actor, and the Academy agreed with my safest vote prediction that Ke Huy Quan would win. Of course, the only hiccup was at the BAFTAs, but he won hearts and minds with those acceptance speeches. And of course, he had to be touched when he reunited with Harrison Ford later that night. Those pictures are definitely one of the things I remember the most about the awards itself. Best Supporting Actress was a tall challenge. I mean, who would do the thing and be at the podium at the end? Early frontrunner Angela Bassett, BAFTA winner Carrie Condon, or SGA winner Jamie Lee Curtis. And at the end, Oscar agreed with the SGAs and Curtis would take home the Oscar. This would put us at 14 for 19, by the way, with 4 categories left. Best Actor was always a three-way dance, with Cinema favorite Brendan Fraser, young upstart Austin Butler, and veteran actor Colin Farrell all vying for the award. I went with Farrell thinking the votes between the other two would cancel out. He would sneak in as a winner. But, as it turns out, they went with Mr. Fraser for the Oscar. C'est la vie. Still 3 chances improved that final tally. Best Actress was another race that was close between a 2-time Oscar winner Cate Blanchett and first-time nominee Michelle Yeoh. I know, she should have gotten a nod for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The precursors were split down the middle, yet something inside me thought that they would give it to Yeoh. Perhaps because everything was cooler than tar? I don't know, but my instincts were correct, and she won the Oscar. As you can see, I'm now up for 15 for 21 with the director and Best Picture left. We're going to go with the director next. When in doubt, they say remember the big precursors. The Screen Actors Guild, which went 4 for 4, by the way. The Producers Guild and the Directors Guild. It was a latter that kind of allowed me to move on from Spielberg taking a trophy for The Fabelmans or Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin and picking the Daniels for everything. The Academy concurred as they took home their second Oscar of the night, the first being Screenplay. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're also producers. So if they win Best Picture, they get 3 Oscars. And last but not least, for Best Picture, the PGAs are considered the dominant award. But in this case, it served more as the icing on the cake, as everything started to pull away on the award circuit in most cases. The BAFTAs, of course, went with Netflix's All Quiet. There was some talk about an upset, but in the end it went for naught. The Oscar went with Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which made a lot of people happy. So, it's time to take a look at the final tally. And as it turns out, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once and All Quiet on the Western Front dominated the Oscars. Elvis, Babylon, and the Banshees of Inisherin all got blanked in favor of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and The Whale. And let's explore the final results. Last year we got 20 for 23, with the misses being for documentary short, and original screenplay. This time around we didn't do so good as I only got 17 correct. The shorts and the visual categories is where I mess up the most. There's definitely some work that needs to be done before November. And let's take a quick look at some of these Oscar plans. We will probably be doing one per month starting in November and ending with the Oscar predictions before the ceremony itself. Hopefully this will allow me some time to tackle the nominees as they come up and be better prepared for those editions. And I will continue to try to find a mix and format that works best for myself and those that are watching. Speaking of which, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and spread the word as the booth is now closed.